This is a video review on the Roberts Rambler radio. There's some very nice traditional retro items and features on this. If you look at it, you will see it has the traditional wood paneling here. Some very nice design lines across the speaker grille, and what you may have come to expect on the Roberts radio: simple controls, easily accessible, good layout, and the little push buttons here. So you've got a volume, on-off switch, and the tuning here, and then the various controls at the top, push button. Everything is quite quiet to turn on and off, so I'll turn it on now. No big click there. We're in DAB mode, that's digital analog broadcast on Radio 4. The aerial's not up at the moment, and I live in a rather bad signal area, so if I put this up it probably will start pulling in. No, I'm not in a good position. There we are.
And the surrounding region are now safe enough for refugees to return.
And you can change into a different mode by pressing the mode button here. So we're now into FM.
Granted different protection. Some of them have been granted extensions.
When you put the volume up, you can see the readout on the volume. If you want to change the station, it will show the different frequencies, and then if you come to a station, you can simply press the button and it will go to that station. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty on this. There are some good features about this and some not such good features. The things that I don't like, let's put the arrow down for a moment, is this is a stereo radio, in as much that it's got two speakers here, one on the left, one on the right. Anybody who listens to stereo and understands the qualities of audio will understand that two speakers separated by about 2 inches is pretty useless for a stereo picture. You don't get the depth of field, you don't get the sound stage, and there's no really impressive feeling that you're listening to a stereo sound. I think this is probably a mistake. They should have gone for one single high quality speaker, because one of the things I don't like about this is the sound quality is a little muffled, and the bass frequencies are very restricted as well. It hasn't got the depth of sound that I would expect from a modern sound system. And this could have been so easily improved if they put on one larger high quality speaker here with maybe a small tweeter and much better bass response. So sound quality I think is down on this, and the idea of having a stereo speaker system really loses its quality simply because of the lack of separation. So that's the first thing. The second thing is build quality. It looks very nice, and generally speaking it is, but on the side here, and it probably won't show very well on the video, but there's a loose trim. This little gold trim in here moves up and down. It's just isn't stuck on properly, and there's a bit of an edge on that wooden side here, and I think this is going to gather dust and dirt and all the other stuff that happens with these sort of loose trims. So that's a bit of a disappointment. This radio is nearly 150 quid, so I would really expect something a little bit better finish than that. It would have been nice if that was a better finish. Just looks like the gap hasn't been closed up. So those are a couple of things. There's a slight issue that I found with the display. That is when it's on FM and it's on mains, where I'm battery at the moment. But when it's on mains, it usually goes to the station. If I just put this on 4, so I'm going to go to preset, and then I'm going to dial 4, radio 4 here. So now we should be listening to radio 4. And on mains, this tends to flicker on and off. For some reason, I don't know if it's a fault or what, but when it shows the time here, it then flicks back to the station frequency or the station name, and it goes on and off. This happens when I'm using the mains adapter. So there's something not quite right there. I have flagged it up in my review. The other thing which I think would have been nice, turn it off for a second, this is only a wish list really, this is where the battery compartment is underneath here you take 4 AA batteries. They're not rechargeable types, these are ordinary alkalines. Wouldn't it have been nice if they'd simply allowed you to put 4 rechargeable batteries in and a single switch, so you could say, I've got rechargeables, please recharge when I've got it on the mains adapter, which is that little plug socket there. Mains adapter is included in the kit. At the moment, all you can do is put alkaline batteries in, which you would have to replace in time. It would have been nice to have a simple changeover switch there. That would have been part of my wish list, but there we are. It's not included. So it's a nice radio. If you like the old retro style of Robert's radio, this will certainly float your boat. If you're after really high quality sound, I wouldn't give this full marks. It just doesn't have the crispness, and it doesn't have the high frequency response or the low frequency response. It's really a bit of a it's sort of lost its identity in terms of sound. For an expensive radio, for the breeding of Roberts, which is a well-known make, I would have expected better, quite honestly, for the price of nearly £150. Other than that, it is a nice radio, very, very portable, good quality, looks good, beautiful duck egg colour here. You have to sort of make your choice. If you're after high quality sound, probably not the one for you. If you're after the retro classic design, this will certainly suit.